If you want to achieve a goal, you're either going to have to accept boredom or pain. And the bigger the goal, the more of both you'll get. When I started my gym, I actually lived with 6 other people in one house. This is like off a beach town. Think like sand everywhere, people everywhere, dirty dishes everywhere, not enough room and refrigerator for food. Cooking was an absolute mess. Almost all of them had dogs. So a couple had 2 dogs, another couple had 1 dog, another guy had a dog. 4 different dogs in the house. And they were like all marking territory. It was horrendous. And I was splitting one room with a guy with a bed, like 2 beds. My bed was on the floor. His bed was, elevated because he could afford that at the time. And I would sleep with a fan on my face so I couldn't hear anything. That was my secret, cause the fan, there's like the wind over, that's all I could hear. The thing is like, I was doing that when I was making like 20 grand a month take home. There's always trade-offs. And the trade-off for me of living in that condition was that I could invest in the dream and build the business that I had at the time. Now I could look back because I ended up losing everything, a few years later. You get this negative cycle of like all of that suffering was for nothing. But it wasn't for nothing because I learned all these skills along the way. You also can't operate from the perspective of like, I might lose it all in the future, which means everything that I do today is not worth anything. Because like you're gonna lose 100% of everything the moment you die. So trying to say that you might lose something in the future is a reason not to do something is ridiculous. You're going to lose everything at some point. You cannot wish for both strong character and an easy life because the price of one is the other. When I think about pain, I think about what thing am I paying for right now? And is that thing something that I want? And if so, it reframes the pain as the price of the thing that I want. This is super interesting. They've done research on this where they have somebody who accepts shocks. They can opt out at any point. If you have the same man who's getting shocked, and then you tell that man in the other room, every shock he takes, his family doesn't have to take. His threshold of pain quadruples. This may seem like some, quote, mindset, whatever. But the thing is the bigger your goals, the more pain you're going to endure, whether you want to or not. It's the price. And if you can endure 4 times more pain than someone else, I don't actually think that it feels 4 times more painful. I think it feels the same level of pain, but you have this padding that makes it feel worth it. Give a man a purpose and the ability to achieve it, and he will crawl over broken glass with a smile. That broken glass, how can you have a smile during the pain? It's because of what the pain itself represents. Now I'm gonna get a little bit into behavior because I think it's valuable.